The more I look at these Epstein files and seeing people talk about it on social media, the more I'm not surprised. I'm sure a lot of you out there did your own homework when you were younger or right now, where you found out about the Illuminati, about the entertainment industry, how you have to reach a certain status if you want this fame, you got to sell your soul to the devil. And it's just a rabbit hole that you can go down. And it's like, oh, I have so much information, but what do I do with it? It's a lot of stuff that goes on, but I still got to live my life. That's the conclusion I reached. I'm not saying that you have to reach that conclusion, but I was like, you know what? There's a lot of stuff going on, whether it's Freemasonry, Illuminati, all will be exposed. And I believe it's going to be exposed when Jesus does make his eventual return. That's what I believe in. But at the same time, seeing these Epstein files and you're reading stuff about how the beef with children, it's just disgusting stuff. I'm not going to get into it, but it just makes you wonder, like, man, what are people really doing behind the scenes? And others are like, I told you so. I knew this is going on the whole time. They feel vindicated because you have those conspiracies coming true. And it's like, there's only so much you can dig into and find out. And you can still have conversations, having conversations about conspiracy theories are always fun, right? Because when they come true, it's like, oh, we talked about this and now look at it come to pass. With all that being said, it's just a sad world we live in at times. And my thing is this: stay aware of what's happening, make sure you stay educated, keep learning, but make sure you keep living your life because, yes, there's things going on in our society you're not going to agree with. But at the same time, take care of your family, stay productive, and live the best life you can possibly live because you only have one of them and it's very short and it goes by very quickly. So, yes, do your homework, do your research, talk about it, but then realize there's only so much I can do as a human being. And there's higher powers that are going on that I can't control. And I still have to live my life, whether it's a Christian, if you believe in Christianity, that's what I believe in, walk by faith, serve and take care of my family, go to church, and do what I need to do as a Christian every day, pray, read my Bible, and just be a good witness to my neighbors and friends and family. But with all that being said, this stuff is just sickening, right? There's no going around it. There's going to be people out there, you're already seeing it, defending their favorite artists, people they look up to, presidents, you name it. They are fanatics. They're going to defend them. They're going to take a stand because when you follow somebody for so long and now their reputation is being attacked, you have their fan base defending them, which is crazy to me, but that does happen, unfortunately. But I want to play this clip from a video that's gone viral on TikTok, and the name of the user is Horatio Corchado 76. I'm going to play what he had to say here, and it's very telling where we're at right now.
Representative Tom Massey says that he just received a flash drive with the entirety of the Epstein files, unredacted. He has claimed that they're all on it. All the politicians, all the media members, all of the world leaders, and that Epstein himself was not just a leader of a PDF ring. He was actively blackmailing them for power and stature. And Tom Massey has said himself that if he were to bring these public, that it's going to bring down the entire system. The world as we know it is going to change. And I honestly cannot wait to see it all burn.
So, yeah, that's a strong, strong accusation that the entire system is going to be destroyed. And I don't see it happening, but whatever else needs to be released, tell the public. Get it out there. These files should have been ready to go, but it does make you wonder, why weren't they ready? And on top of that, I've always asked myself this question: how come we have to sort through millions of files? That's a lot of stuff to go through, especially if you're a regular citizen who works a lot. You only have so much time during your day to go through this stuff if you have the time, because you've got other responsibilities in your own personal life that you need to deal with on a regular basis. So it's just tough, man, because whatever comes out of this, I just hope there's some justice done and people wake up, that they recognize, look, we got some dark things in our world and we need to talk about it. We need to bring light to the situation. And on top of that, let's also make sure to keep living our lives. I think that's very important. But, I really feel sorry for the victims, the kids who just went through some horrifying stuff. And I do hope they're protected, that you have plenty of security, and they can stay out of the public eye, because it can get very dangerous if those names get dropped. And I understand wanting to protect them. So if you want to change their names in the files, I think that's very important, in my personal opinion, just for confidential reasons. But man, if this is true, oh my gosh. If they really come out with files that shocks the public, I don't think they will. I just don't see it, because there's so many higher powers up there that will find a way to protect themselves and find a way to distract the audience or disprove the actual accusations. It always happens, but it will get the people talking. The public will definitely be up in arms. And I just think we need the whole truth, in my personal opinion. And no matter what happens, you got to not hold things back. I saw another report saying that the FBI didn't find anything connected to Epstein when it comes to trafficking. And it's like, okay, I guess it's hard to believe that. People are saying, are you sure about Epstein not being involved? It makes you wonder. You see, the more they release, the more the public is going to have red flags. It's just inevitable. So, yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the Epstein files, and what is your final conclusion going to be after we get the full scope, if you want to believe that or not, if we end up getting all those files. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.